All right, so let me set the stage. So if you don't know, I saw One Battle After Another the night it came out and immediately got online, streamed when I was 38 hot about how, and I want to be clear on this because the internet is just not a good place to have any type of contentious interaction with anybody because people can't just disagree with you online. It has to be a deeper metaphysical meaning behind it. It can't just be, and I shout out to a lot of, when I get to the bad take, I'll continue with this. Shout out to like my comment section overall and the people that watched that video and felt away. The vast majority of them were just like, not really, not feeling you on this one, but it is what it is. And I'm so happy that I've cultivated that type of energy, which is why I tend to not like get super reactionary, because when you get super reactionary, people are also super reactionary against you. But I will say, when I came back from watching this movie, I was pretty reactionary that night. I'm not gonna front. I was pretty damn reactionary because I was still in the moment. And if I want to be blunt, I watched it with my black wife. You know what I'm saying? I watched this movie with my beautiful dark-skinned black wife, and it felt like she was disrespected in front of me. The first 20 minutes of this movie felt like somebody was talking shit about my wife in front of me, and I didn't do nothing. like literally, that was part of the energy I had coming out of the movie. Was like,
how you gonna disrespect me and my wife like that in front of me?
I had a Will Smith moment watching this movie. That said, and I want to be clear, this is the point I'm trying to get to. Despite that, both me and my wife came out of the film being like, hey, this was an excellent film. This film had me on the edge of our seats. I made the joke that I was wearing my little fitness watch or whatever, and my fitness watch thought I was having a heart attack. My heart rate was beating so fast at different parts of the movie. The rolling hills, right. It's so much of the movie that is really excellent. And I like Paul Thomas Anderson as a director. I like a lot of his movies. I didn't know who he was before watching this, but when I had to do research to talk about it, I was like, oh, actually, I fucks with dude. Like a lot of his stuff. But the first 20 minutes of this movie is really difficult to watch as a black man who cares about black women, who has issues with the way black women are depicted in general, and is frustrated with the way that those depictions are often uncritically engaged with. So like, there's so much wrong, but I think maybe the most egregious part is this scene here. So especially if you haven't seen the movie, I just want you to watch this and just try to keep an open mind. Don't let me too much influence you, I know. But just watch this and just think to yourself, what is happening here? What a TV art screensaver. Hey, my algorithm is healed. There's so much wrong with that scene. Now, shout out to Open Mike Eagle. His take was a take I think I engaged with when I first addressed this, but I want to try to respond to how I feel about it, having heard him say it, which is he felt like, so Open Mike Eagle was an independent artist in general, doing a lot of stuff. Mike has never been an industry darling, been underground. I don't know the full scope of Mike's independent travels, but I know he's not like Flow Rida. He's not an industry darling, right? So his perspective on the underground black art is different because he sees the struggle of what it takes for an independent artist to have a moment like that, regardless of how you feel about the moment. And he makes the point that character, Jungle Pussy, is a real rapper named Jungle Pussy. And I ain't gonna front, I think I kind of like Jungle Pussy.
You ain't know you needed me, now I'm all in your room.
There's a song.
Piece of meat and ripe fruit hanging up the tree. I'm a mango, mommy, pero te quiero, papi, but not more than I.
She's actually kind of dope when I checked out her music. It's probably gonna get muted, I don't know. I don't blame her for that scene. There is a context within that scene where I don't come away like we just felt just now. But the scene doesn't work on multiple levels, right? And the one thing I will say, I won't say this is directly in response to Eagle, although I do think he made this point and I disagree. But in response to a lot of people that kept coming at me and others, they kept saying, and this is a loose quote, but it was something like, if you're familiar with Jungle Pussy as an artist and understand the background, then you'll see that scene differently and you'll appreciate it. And I don't think that's untrue. But I think that's not a useful way to respond to people's negative response to the scene. Because the fact of the matter is, Jungle Pussy is a relatively obscure independent rapper, right? She is not Doja Cat. She's not even No Name. You feel me? So like 99.9%, tops 95% of the people who watch this film will know that this is a reference to this artist's art in particular. Cause she does do like a spoken word thing. Was she ad-libbing or suggesting dialogue? There's a lot of different stories I've heard about the first 20 minutes of the film. I've heard that the first 20 minutes of the film, ironically, were not supposed to be there, which is amazing to me. I just don't agree with the idea that that scene should be taken differently if you have the background knowledge. This is a mass production product. And so 99% of the people are only going to see a black woman revolutionary talking about her jungle pussy. It's just, yeah. You know, I have to take it at face value for what I'm seeing. Drake Sin says a good point. Without context to the layman, it comes off as spiteful parody, right? And so Brianna is on people's heads about it, and people are on Brianna's heads. And, you know, I got a lot of love for Brianna Joy Gray. I've also been frustrated by, at times, her, like, I won't say undying love for Bernie Sanders, but the Bernie Sanders, you know me, you know how I feel about Bernie. I don't hate Bernie, but I find him annoying. But people have been trying to come at her, this movie, and her take on this movie, and it's just frustrating because people keep just lying. This has 814 reposts, and all she's doing is exactly what I just did.
What's up with this scene?
Okay, hey. It's not that bad. All right, it got better. It got better. Okay, not perfectly, but it got better. Yeah, like, it's comments like this that piss me off. The best part of all this discourse is to show how vapid and disconnected you all truly are. A quick search could have easily revealed to you that the actress herself's stage name is in fact Jungle Pussy. This is not a good excuse. I'm so tired of y'all saying this. This is dumb. Nobody watches films with Google open next to them so they can research the deep lore of the film. MatPat is not sitting next to you in your ear explaining all the film theory. So when you engage with the film on face value, no, you don't know the person's real name is Jungle Pussy. You hear a character named Jungle Pussy call themselves a black revolutionary. I'm sorry, no.